Hi, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tracie Mahan, and this is the 5-card pull for December 13th through the 19th. Again, if you're listening to it at a different time, it's okay. It's going to have a message for you. So let's go check it out. Okay, so here's our lineup today. We've got the Mystical Wisdom cards, we've got the Fairy cards, and we've got the Angel Tarot cards. So let's find out what they have to say for this week ahead. And this is a reading for the collective. If you are new to my page, I do a 5-card position with 3 different decks. All 3 decks tell me a story, and I tell that story to you. So let's all put our intentions into these cards. What is it that you would like us to know as a collective for the week of the 13th through the 19th? What would like us to know as a collective for the week of the 13th through the 19th? And first position, how we go into the week. Second position, what do we bring with us into the week? Third position, what is it we're not seeing? What's hidden? And the fourth position is the action step. Fifth position is the outcome. There's our first row. Now, grabbing the fairy cards, dealing with the fairies. Yeah, what is it that we need to know as a collective for the 13th through the 19th? Shuffle and blow these cards everywhere. You guys are so patient with me. So good. Okay, so going into the week, what do we bring into the week? What is it that's hidden from us? What is the action step? What is the outcome? One more deck of cards here. Try and shuffle without having the crazy cards get blown everywhere. All right, so we're asking the deck of cards, what is it that would be beneficial for us to know as a collective for the 13th through the 19th? We had a good weekend. Going into the week. They can get those all in there. Start making some room here. And this is what we bring in with us. This is the hidden aspect, the action step, the outcome. And I like to just grab a little pendulum here. We're going to ask, please show me yes. Thank you. And please show me no. Thank you. Are all the cards on the table the correct cards for the collective for the week of the 13th through the 19th? And that is my yes. Very good. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so we have got, you got to make some time for those around you. That's where we're starting off. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. I love the picture on this one. It's very much like an alchemist. You know, she's got her pot of gold. But this is saying deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So take a nice approach, whatever's going on, whatever challenges, and this could be in a romantic relationship as well. We got the romantic partner card in here. And so we're looking at what could be a romantic situation going into the week with the Battle of the Blues. The Battle of the Blues. So something maybe didn't go well this weekend, or maybe you're not in communication with somebody, and this card down here is asking to go into the week with an open mind and be gentle and kind, and to take a kind approach to whatever was going on, whatever was happening. Well, maybe I should just stop at the next row here, because we get the happily ever after card, right? So you're going through something. This is how you're going into the week. This is what the week is setting up for you. But what you're going into the week with is you have been really going inwards. You've been studying the situation. You've been looking at it. You've been contemplating, you've been in your mind here, and you want a happily ever after um, ending, right? You want this to come around. You want this partnership to come back together, or to work their things out, to be done with the blues. But there's some boundaries, or there's some things that need to get worked out, that you need to raise your standards. That's this card, raise your standards. So something that wasn't working, something that, a boundary that got crossed, whatever it might be, you got to raise your standards to work this stuff out. But there is this card over here that says treat it with kindness, go into it with kindness. It feels like both parties, whatever's going on here, whatever the conflict is, and I know we have this as a romantic partner, this could be somebody that's just very, very close to you. It feels like there's a lot that needs to be, that both parties want happily ever after, but things need to get talked about. Communication needs to happen. There needs to be something going on here that is more than what you're already experiencing. So what's being hidden? Okay, I got to make sense of this one. So give me a second as I look at these cards. So we've got the Four of Earth here, being too frivolous or too cautious. Now this says with money, but given the other cards here, I'm just going to go with too frivolous or too cautious. And so it's time to give, because it's saying give to those less fortunate. So it's time to give a little. It's time to get a little wiggle room in there, right? So what you don't see is that the problem is resolved. Now, like that, we've got, I mean, if we only look at the middle row here, this is lining up pretty nice. You got the romantic partner, happily ever after, problem resolved. That's all looking really good. We do have an animal bond card here for that which is not seen. Now, this is what it says in here is animal bonds stand up for all animals. But as I'm looking at this, what I'm seeing is, again, just this flow of energy. We've got all these birds on here. So I'm going to read the picture just to bring it in to help it fit the rest of the reading. So one, you have a bond. You have this bond with this person, and this bond is deeper than it might be deeper than what you even think it is. And that's, you know, you've been battling the blues, you desire the happily ever after. And what's hidden, what's being shown here is that you're not seeing that it's already resolved. Just be willing to listen, be willing to be flexible when listening, okay? And hear the other person's point of view. Really listen and stand up for the parts you believe in, but also be open to the parts that they believe in. What's happening on both sides, because everything is shifting. And here's one of the things I want to say. If you are in a relationship where you are having some difficulties with communication, you're feeling sad about it, you're wanting to be the person that's communicating and listening in this situation, which is what we have down here. You know, there's I had a whole thing I was going to say and I just lost it. How funny is that? Anyways, it'll come back. Oh, yes, see, it did come back. So it's important to remember that we are all working off of old belief systems, old learned behaviors that aren't serving us anymore. So whatever is coming in, whatever is happening in your world, whatever's shifting and changing, it's trying to unearth those old belief systems, right? It's bringing this new understanding that it doesn't have to be what society thinks it should be, and it doesn't have to look like what society thinks it should look like, or what religion thinks it should look like, or what other people think it should look like. It can be whatever it is. So it's kind of like step into your heart chakra on this. What is the true desire? What do you really want to have happen? Is it the happily ever after? Is it the problem is resolved now? Is that what you desire? Follow the heart. Don't worry about what is going on outside of the world, right? I like this. This is turning out really well. Okay. We do have a lot of money cards in here as well, which I'm trying to figure out how to fit those. But even like this one looks like a little treasure chest. She's playing with this little pot of gold here, even though it's about being thoughtful and kind-hearted and listening. Okay, so we got this one here in the action step, gifts of money, time, or effort. So if something around money is stressing people out and it's causing relationship issues or something of that nature, know that that's getting worked out. It's going to get worked out. So the action step is to just put your focus where you need to there if it is money. But here's the other thing I'm going to say. So let's look at this picture. Yeah, the card is about money, but it's a scale. It's about balance. And if we want to bring that into this relationship piece, your action step is to create balance in this relationship. You need to give, you need to take. They need to give, they need to take. And you need to create balance. You need to hear, you need or listen, and you need to talk. You need, and they need to listen and they need to talk, you know, and so you got to create the balance. You got to ask each other, what do you want? Maybe you're going to find out you want the same things. Maybe you'll find out you don't. But what you're looking for here is family harmony, right? So in order to have harmony, you got to balance the scales. You can't have it be all one, the way one person wants it, not the way the other one wants it. So if you're in a conflict, you've got to start working those things out. You've got to find the balance. You got to talk. You got to listen. You got to hold compassion and try to see it from the other person's point of view. And then hopefully they're going to try and see it from your point of view, and you're going to come to a compromise. You're going to find your answers within that. All right, action step. Hey, we got angels and miracles. Okay, if a miracle can be an action step, you got it. And so it says, open your heart and expect a miracle. That is your action step. Open your heart and expect a miracle. The problem's resolved. You got happily ever after with this person that means so much to you in your life. You know, this is not somebody that you want to walk away from, right? So it is, it's about the bond. It's about knowing what you desire and working with the other person. It's, let's see what that one is. Again, I always forget these as we're going into it. Oh, it's, you've learned a lot in this experience. So let's see what the outcome is. Okay, so, oh, this is interesting. We are going to pull some more cards. There's a lot of energy here. There's so much potential. So much potential. But there's a lot of feelings in this, right? When things like this go down, there's a lot of feelings involved. And it might be time to really look at where you're being stubborn. You can only do the part that you can do. So where are you being stubborn? And so this is the Two of Air, and what it reads is you're unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's no problem. Okay. Well, you can't pretend there's no problem because it's interfering with your life and it's disruptive to this relationship. So, so you need to go, okay, so let me put that one down. So you're pretending there's no problem, or you're being stubborn in an area and you're not looking at the part you play, which is the next step. You need to look within yourself, inside yourself. What part are you playing in that? And is it getting you to the outcome that you desire? And then let go of your stubbornness. Let go of the thing that's keeping you from, I mean, look at this. Okay. So we've got, let me see if I can get this out here. We've got this person over here all alone and thinking, right? That's how I'm going to read it today. She's thinking, but she could be over here in this companionship and this transformation. So there's a lot of contemplating going on, but where can you move this energy? What can you let go of to help you get to this transformation and to this kindred spirit thing here, where you know you've got somebody that you really care about, somebody that's really important to you. Could be a romantic partner, but doesn't always have to be, right? And and you're finding your happily ever after, or you want that, and that's what's over here. This is happily ever after. So get out of your way. Quit being stubborn. Quit being too locked into whatever it is that you're holding that's keeping this from happening. And go look deep within inside yourself for those answers. Okay, so I'm going to pull some other cards. So what happens if you are able to, what's the words I want? What happens if you are able to look deeper and shift some old learned behaviors, some old belief systems, some old injuries, wounds, things that have happened in the past? You're able to clear that out, and you're able to recognize that this person is not those people. What happens then? Okay, so we got the sexuality card. Okay, we got laughter. Okay, we're having some intimate moments here. You're going to be able to detoxify. Trust your intuition on this. Okay, you know what's best. You know what's going to be the best route for you. This isn't, you know, every scenario that's out there isn't going to all fit into a mold. So trust your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? Take the parts of this reading that are fitting for you, that resonate with you. Okay, make the changes that are going to lead you to your happily ever after. Only you know what those are going to be. Okay, let's find some more. What else? If action steps are taken for letting go, looking deeper within the self, and not being stubborn or unwilling to look at the part you play, what happens? Gratitude. Be grateful for all you have. How beautiful is that? And then we've got moving forward. Yes, that's what we want. Get ready for a positive change. That's awesome. Happily ever after, right? And opportunity knocks. Go for it. And I just love that. That's a beautiful card. I love the art on these cards. These are just awesome. Okay, so we're going over here to the last deck of cards. What do the angels want you to know? If you are to take those action steps, you are to open your heart to the miracles and the possibilities. You're going to look deeper inside yourself. You're going to see where you're holding on to things that you could let go of and move into, see over here, letting go, moving into that transformation. What is this whole situation is holding something for you, a shift, and it's going to be magical when it happens, right? Two of water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. Boom, right there. Okay, happily ever after. So let's look again. So yeah, this one here is again about communication. Learn what you can from this situation and communicate. That goes down there with that, with the stuff that was being said in that part of the reading. And then there's this desire to move forward. And you're going to be looking for something more meaningful, a spiritual and emotional growth in this relationship. Everything that you've taken in, everything that you've learned, everything that you've gone through, it's all moving you towards spiritual growth and emotional growth. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. And okay, at first I didn't want to put this one down. I thought maybe I already pulled enough cards, and then I got, nope, I need to say it. This one is the ego card. It says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on a material thing, negativity, or fear-based thoughts. So some of you need to hear that part. There's a false sense of entrapment. You're not being entrapped here. This is a wonderful relationship. This is somebody you really care about. And so look deeper within yourself, let go of the parts that you can, expect that miracle, family harmony. All of this stuff is so powerful. And this card says abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So it's saying that this is, you know, whatever you are healing here, this is the long term. This isn't just going to be, okay, well, yeah, we healed it. How long will that last? Are we going to be doing this again in 2 months, 3 months, 9 months? And so what this is saying is you can, this is healing something very big, and you're going to be able to trust it. Okay. And what am I going to back that up with? Wishes coming true. Your wish comes true. Concern fades away. A love of life is coming in. Okay. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to leave it at that. There's a lot of information there. I hope that resonates for some of you. It seemed pretty specific in a nature of a relationship. If there is money things going on for you, again, treat it the same way. Look where you're hanging on to things or putting worry out there for money, and let that part go. And what does money mean to you? If it is money and finances, because some of these cards were about finances, but balance those scales, bring in the family harmony, you know, give and take, get it balanced. Listen, talk, talk, listen. um, give and take, right? So it's important to get that piece in any relationship, any kind, not just romantic, but any kind of relationship. It's important. This is really a big transformational week if you choose to step into that energy and do the necessary things to make all of that happen. A lot will shift, a lot will change. You have your strong soulmate connection coming in, and whatever was going on, it should help shift that. If you communicate, if you talk about it, if you open up and become the good listener and treat it with kindness and try to understand everybody's situation in whatever happened. Okay. Much love to you guys. It sounds like it might be an intense week, but if you are not, if it's not that intense, but you're able to move through something and communicate and work it all out, that's going to be so powerful. You're moving forward and there's love all around you. You are very supported. So just know that you've got your beautiful, beautiful teams all around you, your angels, your guides, your galactic teams, as you know, I believe in that. And know that the magic is real. All right, all my information is down in the description box below. I do ascension sessions, QHHT, readings, an hour with Daniel, questions and answers. So go check it all out. TracieMahan.com. That information and link is down below. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. And oh my gosh, looks like there's some work to do, but my goodness, at the end of this, you have harmony and what was this one? Boop-a-doo. Problems are resolved happily ever after. Why not go for that? Okay. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.